I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of this newsletter is going to be, I want to say, take it slow with you. What to do when a woman says, I want to take things slow. I got a quick email from a viewer, and he says, my question will be about sexual relationships. First, I'll give you some information about me. Before I start, I don't want you to think I'm some arrogant self-promoter when describing myself. In actuality, one of my problems with women may be that out of fear of coming off too cocky, I'm too humble about my good qualities and don't really express them. That tells me that you're holding back when you're interacting with women and you're not being yourself. And when you're not being yourself and you're not comfortable in your own skin, women can recognize that and they can pick up on that. Because you're basically acting like you're unsure of yourself, which is a feminine quality, not a masculine quality. And so when you act unsure of yourself around a woman, it's going to cause her to back up. It's going to cause her to test you. It's the kind of thing where she'll be sitting and, say, watching a football game with you or something, and she's not really into sports, and something will come on or some other commercial, and she'll say, oh, I'd rather watch that instead of this football game. And she's really throwing that out there to see if you'll change the channel and go to something that she wants to watch instead of your sports, even though she came over to watch the game with you. And a guy that's weak and unsure of himself, and he thinks, oh, I got to prove myself to her. I gotta convince her that I like her, and so he'll change the channel and watch some soapy, sappy girl movie that he doesn't really want to watch. And when he goes ahead and watches it, and deep down, she's going to think, oh, I know he really wants to watch sports, but he's doing something that he doesn't really want to do in order to make me happy. In other words, he's not acting like a man. He's acting like a woman. He's going along. He's being pliable. He's being like Gumby Boy. And you'll never get anywhere with women when you do that. And so I'd say that's part of your problem right off the bat before I even get into your email here. He says, I only describe something about myself if she asks, and even then I downplay it like it's no big deal. There's nothing wrong with being humble. It's actually sexy, but you don't want to do it where you put yourself down. He's on paper, I'm a great catch for a woman. I'm tall, muscular, very athletic. I played college and a little pro football. I'm a college graduate and I'll have a master's degree in December. I'm an excellent listener. I have a good heart, strong morals, ambition, and I've been told by women how I'm really an attractive man. For years I've struggled with women because I was a nice guy, aka the pushover here, but recently I've gotten so much better at that with women. With that understanding, I have no problem starting a conversation with women. It's just that it seems that I don't spark that sexual tension with women that I would like to. Women fall for me really quick and want to take things slow with me, introduce me to their parents, etc. My question is, how would I go about switching that dynamic? Because it's frustrating when you're vibing with a woman and she hits you with the, I really like you, so I want to take it slow with you line. To give you an idea about my approach with women, typically I'll notice something about them that I like, something that they're wearing, and I'll compliment them on it. For example, I was at a club the other night, and there was this attractive woman at the bar. While I was waiting on my drink, I noticed that she had some unique earrings, and now I don't care anything about jewelry, but I said, I need to tell you something. She said, what's that? Those earrings are hot, and you got a good style to you. She smiled and said, thank you. That's typically how I get a woman's attention. Any advice would be appreciated. And I could tell what you're doing is that, obviously you just said, I don't give a shit about jewelry, it's really not a big deal to me, but yet you're bringing it up and you're using that as a compliment. So instead of telling the girl what you really like about her, which is you think she's got gorgeous eyes, or she's got a fantastic figure, or a great body, or you love her skin, or you think she's fucking sexy as hell, and you love the way she fucking dresses and the way her skirt fits her body, it just really shows off her sexy figure, you're talking about her jewelry. And so right then and there, that tells me that you're being inauthentic in your compliments, and you're trying to be too nice, and it's pleaser mentality is what you're doing. And from what you shared with me, I can tell that's what's going on here. And just like when a girl says, I want to take things slow, in other words, she's telling, usually when a woman says, I want to take things slow, or that we need to slow down, you're coming off as being needy, too available, like you're trying to seek her approval, and that's not masculine behavior. And that's what she's communicating, and she's testing you. And so when a woman tells you to slow down, you're probably stopping, going, oh, I got to be Mr. Nice Guy here, and I've got to wait and be Mr. Patient. And so what's happening is the women that you're with, they're still able to lead you around by the nose. And even though you may have gotten better, you act like Gumby Man when you're around her. And I see this in my dad. I was around him just recently when he was with his girl. And he doesn't even realize that he's doing this, but he really likes the girl that he's dating now, and he acts like Gumby Boy around her. It's like even when he answers the phone, he just turns into, what's the word I'm looking for? He's just very pliable when he goes along. He acts dopey. That's the word I'm looking for. He acts dopey when he's around her. And that's weak, and so she'll throw out things like if he's going to order something to eat for lunch, or there's something that he's watching on TV that he really wants to watch, she'll bring up changing the channel and watching something else, even though she knows that he really wants to watch what he's watching, or that he wants to eat what he's going to eat, just to see if she can get him to change his mind. And that's one of the reasons I keep telling him, I was like, well, that's why she keeps fucking jerking you around, Dad, is because you keep going along with everything, trying to seek her approval, and you're acting like a pleaser. Women don't like that. And so what you need to do, and I'm talking to the guy that wrote this email, and plus if you're watching this, it's like you got to be direct and you got to go for what you want. And when a woman tells you, I'm going to take things slow, you can take that and you can listen to that and hear that, but at the end of the day, you got to go for what you want. If you want to kiss a girl, you go for the kiss and kiss her. And if you're fooling around and she tells you to slow down, then you just back off for a couple of minutes and you caress her and you play with her hair a little bit and you touch her arm. And a few moments later, a couple of minutes later, just say, bring those beautiful lips over here, and you start making out again, and you see if you can get a little further the next time. It's all part of the seduction process, and what's happening is you're communicating weakness, you're communicating pleaser energy, and so women are feeling that you're weak and you're a little too pliable, and so they're trying to see if they can get you to change your opinion and if you'll go along with what it is that they want. And at the end of the day, they don't really want you to go along with what it is that they say they want. They want to be seduced. At the end of the day, you're the one that has the penis, and so it requires you to be a man and to go for what you want, respect her boundaries for a few moments. But at the end of the day, it's like 90% of the time you're the charming James Bond, and 10% of the time you're the naughty kid that flushes the M80 down the toilet at school and does things that are a little mischievous and says things that are a little outrageous. And if you see a chick, instead of complimenting her on her jewelry, and you think she's got a great body and her skirt looks amazing, just say, you look fucking sexy as hell. Tell her exactly what you like about her. Just say, I love your boobs. You have the most beautiful set of breasts that I've seen in ages, and like, you are so sexy, I fucking want you. You're the most desirable woman I've met in a long time. Tell her that. That's why she put the tight dress on with her boobs hanging out, is because she wants to get noticed, because women know that us guys are visual creatures. And so I can tell, like I said, from your email, you're just dancing around the subject too much and you're not being direct. So you need to be a little bit more direct. You need to go for it. Back off when a woman tells you to slow things down a little bit, but a couple of minutes later, you take another run at her. And that's what you do. It's like 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, 2 steps forward, 1 step back, until finally she's got her clothes off and you've got your clothes off. And because remember, sex has to be the man's fault, and then you penetrate her. That's how you do it, my man. So if you have a question you want to ask me, or a topic you want me to cover in a future video newsletter, go to my website, click the Contact Me tab, which is going to be the left-hand side of your screen. Send me 1 to 2 paragraphs max detailing your questions, your situation, your challenges. And you just got to give me several days to get back to you with a response, because I get a lot of email from the internet, and I also get a lot of it from my paying phone coaching customers. But be patient, and I will get back to you. And if you want to talk to me right away, the quickest way to get my help is to book a paid phone coaching session. And you can do that by going to my website, click the Products tab, which is going to be on the top of your screen, and just follow the instructions. If you want to get a digital version of my Kindle ebook, go to my website, and on the right-hand side underneath the email sign-up box will be a box that will have a link that will take you to the Amazon Kindle download page for my book. Once you get to the download page, on the right-hand side, there'll be a button that will open up a window where you can download a free e-reader app for your Android device, iPhone, iPad, Mac, or PC. It only takes a matter of seconds to download the app, and then only a few more seconds after that to complete the purchase of my book, and you'll be reading it in no time. And I will talk to you soon.